Hey guys, how are we? Did I wake some of you up? Sorry about that. Alrighty, my name's Mark Robinson. I'm the chairman of Private Pay, Australia's newest banking platform. Hands up who's having issues trying to get money into crypto. Love it. I believe we've got the solution and I'm going to share that with you guys today. I am going to give you guys an ethical bribe. If you stay to the end, we're actually giving away your chance to win a Bitcoin. Does that sound like a lot of fun? Yeah? It's actually $250,000, so right now that could actually be 2 Bitcoin, right? We've had an interesting time. So I'm going to get started, guys, and you'll find, has anyone seen me speak before? Seen a few of you guys speak, yeah? Anyone not seen me speak? Okay, cool, awesome. How's the event in general been, guys? It's informative? Yeah, this is our first time here, and we run an education company called the International Academy of Wealth. That's how we came and did this. So we've been in crypto for many, many years. We've been showing people how to build wealth by using the current system to escape the system. Is everyone okay with that? Yeah? Is it all right if I say the odd thing a little bit controversial? We all good? I'm pretty good. I'm not going to swear, but I can tell you if someone brings up unions, there's a good chance. Everyone okay? Pretty good I won't, but I'll do my best. We all good with that? All right. So, I don't know about you guys, but we are in an age where we generally just can't trust a lot of things out there, right? Whether it's the banks, the financial system, the mainstream media. And look, I'm not going to go down any rabbit holes. I'm not a massive conspiracy theorist or someone who just knows how to use their brain, whichever way you want to call me. But guys, I've been in the financial services over 35 years. I've worked for banks. I've been a licensed financial advisor here in Australia for 13 years. I gave my license up about 8 years ago so I could speak the truth, right? I've been one of the first people to show people in self-managed super funds to buy property back in 2007, right? And I'm really, all I want to do today, guys, is if you're in control of your financial destiny or your financial future or financial assets, do you think you're going to have a lot more independence and freedom? Yeah? That's what we're seeking. Is that okay? Is anyone tired of the government telling you what to do? It's getting up there, right? So what I learned years ago is when you understand the game and you know the rules, it's easier to play. Is that a fair comment? Yeah? So I like knowing what the rules. My highest value is freedom, right? First and foremost, it goes freedom, family, and fun. Because without freedom, I can't protect my family and I can't have fun. Does that make sense? Yeah? So guys, everything that I talk about today is completely legal. Are we all good with that? Yeah? Cool, all right. And I'm gonna share some proofs. So is everyone okay lastly, guys, because I've just realized I forgot to put my disclaimer in my slides. Anyway, is everyone okay that this is for entertainment purposes only and no advice at all? Yeah? Please understand that, we're good? I'm not gonna do any returns or anything in this session today, but if I do happen to quote a return, do we all know that past performances do not guarantee future results? Yeah, we all good? Yeah, all the nods? Okay, cool, awesome. So guys, what I'm really struggling about at the moment is, if you have a look at this slide. Have I got one in? Oh man, that's all good. If you have a look at the top of the slide, guys, I generally find that, with all the top, they really pretty much run our government right now. Would that be a fair comment? Yeah? Who would like our politicians to be like Formula One drivers and have their sponsors on their shirt? Yeah? Be pretty good, right? Yeah, yeah. Wouldn't it be good if they were paid for performance? Yeah? So guys, everything that I talk about, like you can find this information yourself, but we're finding more and more out there that the system is rigged, right? It's absolutely rigged. It's getting harder and harder to win the game, whatever the game you're in, right? We're not going to go back into COVID, it's over. right? But at the end of the day, there was billions given to the bank that they should have actually printed money and given it and lended it out to help people. Does that make sense? Yeah, but they didn't. They did it in a way, and now we're going to have a whole lot of mortgage stress coming up. You know, we've got the government still wants to look at taxing your owner-occupied property. We still have, I don't know about this one, guys, but anyone got a spare room out there? The government wants to look at taxing your spare rooms to help with, the housing. Does anyone want a stranger in their home? These are real, guys. This is insane, right? Even with the super tax recently, they're so clever. They turned around and all politicians were exempt, right, from the super tax. And the other one, guess who else was exempt? Judges. Pretty clever, yeah? You got to hand it to them occasionally. They use it. And with the amount of taxes that we're getting, but more importantly, guys, even in the EU right now, they want complete control of your security. They want to know absolutely everything. Does that make sense? Yeah? EU here, we're looking even over in the UK, if you pull 200 pounds out, they're going to flag you. 200 pounds, yeah? Even here, we have the CBDCs coming in. This is the groundwork is where they're coming from. Our banks are here to protect us, right? Yeah? Who's been blocked recently? I know I just said, right? But they treat you like a moron, don't they? They think they're smarter than you. They think that they don't know how to use your money. Right, this guy here was interesting. Bank demands to know where does your cash come from. And if you don't tell them, they're going to block you. And in fact, in some cases, they're actually going to debank you. Does that sound like something crazy? Yeah? Even if you want to invest overseas now, they're looking at saying no in property, normal traditional assets. I love this one from Bank West. This came from one of our members. Hey, John, we're introducing behavioral security for your protection. They even blocked our accounts. They've done it a number of times. In fact, they did it 2 days ago. Even though one of our businesses needs 2 signatures, right? So we had the 2FA to get in. We had the 2FA to send it. Then we had to get our business partner to go in there via 2FA to approve it, and they blocked it for sending it to one of our own banks, one of our other companies. That's frustrating, yeah?
Thank you is not enough what you did.
I did a mistake, that's all.
How did you get the house back from the bank?
I bought the bank.
The whole bank?
It's like a reflex with me.
So after that, guys, what we did is, yes, I do think I'm Batman, just by the way, right? We went and bought a bank. That's how frustrated we were. We went out bank shopping. Does anyone wanted to dream of bank shopping? It's a real thing, yeah? And look, we didn't come from money, guys. My beautiful wife is sitting here. You know, we have an incredible community of well over 200 like-minded people globally in our other business. But our real pain is what our members are feeling. And so we went out there and went, you know what? We need to change the landscape in this country because it's becoming insane at what the overreach with our current financial institutions. Does that sound like something interesting? Yeah? So Private Pay was born. So guys, if you want to scan the QR code, we're actually, like I said, giving you the chance to win a Bitcoin, right? Up to 250,000 bucks worth. It is a promotional, a bit of a gimmick, but what it does do is it puts you onto our database so we can actually share more about what we do, right? We don't want you to have to make decisions right here. But what we're excited about is the solutions that we can offer. And that's the key, yeah? Does anyone have a PMA or a PBS in here? Private structures, anything like that? Yeah, we can actually accept those as well. So we really know our homework and everything that we're doing. So to give you an idea, guys, we have 100 plus currencies. We have IBANs, which is actual bank accounts from 19 banks globally. The way that our platform works is we actually tie into other banks. So if you're talking about sovereignty, what we do is if you have a US dollar account, it's actually domiciled in the US, right? So we've had a lot of people go, yeah, Mark, we can go to the Commonwealth Bank and get a US dollar, a UK, a pound, a euro, et cetera, but it's only with one institution. With our platform, we actually spread the risk of getting debanked, not just in one country, but across the globe. Does that all make sense, guys? I know I've only got like 25 minutes, but we are here. We do have a stand down at number 94, and we have got an incredible team that can help you go through any questions that you might have, yeah? Private members, we are an association, guys, so a lot of people talk to us and go, how does all the KYC work and everything like that? We have to have KYC, right? After listening to John, we are going to get AFSL if we need one, right? We're not custodians. We are like a flow through, so I'm pretty confident we're going to be okay there. But we have really good lawyers and a good team behind us so that we know exactly what we need to do to keep everybody fully compliant, legal, but also private. Does that make sense? Yeah, it's one way to do it. You want to do everything right, but most people just don't understand the rules to really make it work. Yeah? So guys, I'll go through slides a little bit faster, but basically if you go to private pay, we go through what our core values are, right? We're very, very excited with the team we have behind us, from lawyers through to accountants, international structures, et cetera, et cetera. So we talk to a lot of people who go, hey, Mark, I want to sort of live in Dubai, but I want to have a company in Dubai, but live here, right? We can take on those structures. You can have LLCs, you can have companies in the UK. So you maximize all these tax effective strategies, right, without breaking any rules, yeah? In terms of who we're chasing as members, guys, is we're looking for sovereign seekers, right? We're looking for digital nomads, people who just genuinely want to take control of their financial future. That's what private pay is all about, and that's why we were born to actually serve you guys, so that we can get it in a space that you know that you can say something on social media and not have the bank close you down. Does that make sense? Yeah? We've got an incredible team, guys. The IT company that we've partnered with, they've been doing this for over 10 years. The platform is 6 years old. We have well over 1 million people on the platform using it every single day, right? We've got to bring it here to Australia because there's a massive need to make sure that we can buy crypto whenever we would like, spend our crypto whenever we like, move it back to AUD whenever we like, right? And that's the real part there. The chairman, that's me, 35 years experience in financial services. I know I don't look that old, but yeah, I've been doing it ever since I was left school, right? We also brought in a guy who has an incredible military background, our treasurer, and the CEO. He's based in the US, but he actually comes from a central bank, right, in the EU. So we know about the whole compliance. We know some insider secrets. That's what's coming in. Not that he'll tell you what they are, but he's making sure we're all prepared for everything. We've got incredible cybersecurity, not just on our platform, guys, but the underlying bank side of things as well, and a few other board members coming on. What we did differently in this case is there's actually up to 20% equity for founding members. Like I said right at the start, we're an association, right? So we're actually in a tax-friendly status, i.e. we are an association, we have a membership, and we are outside the ATO's jurisdiction, right? Is everyone okay with that? Does that make sense? Right, so there is a membership fee to join that keeps us in this space. It also protects you as members because there are certain or extra loopholes these guys have to go to get access to your data if they need to. Yeah, all the KYCing is done outside Australia. They need a court order to even ask if you've gone KYC through them. Does everyone think, man, what are you doing, Mark? Like, we've gone through everything to try and protect you. And even through this whole process, right, you've got to still stay within the law. And we're staying within the law. Does that all make sense, guys? Yeah? We have two, we pretty much have three anyway, but we've got two membership tiers. We've got our founding members, and then we have either corporate or personal. Now, in terms of corporate, you can do a company, you can do a company trust. Anyone interested in having a bit more control in their self-managed super funds? Yep, we can have those as well. We do just, when we onboard you, we just talk a little bit how you've got to do it differently just to keep the compliance side of things. The ATO would love to spank you in your self-managed super fund, guys, because they will tax you basically 48 cents in the dollar for non-complying funds. Yeah, so you want to make sure you stay all above that as well, right? So guys, here's our roadmap. Phase one is what I've called retail. What I've called it retail is because we are starting here in Australia. We have the partnerships are all being finalized, and it allows us to, like I said, solve an incredible problem that here in Australia, which is around that whole sovereignty and financial control. Phase two, we're actually then off to get a full banking license in an Asian country that we have some really good connections to. This then allows us to have you don't have to move, guys. We just connect it via APIs, and that allows you to have even more control. Again, this has got nothing to do with doing anything illegal. Are we all good with that? Like, I know I'm going to say it probably 3 more times in the next 10 minutes because I want you to fully understand that everything that we talk about is actually possible. Everyone okay with that, guys? Yeah, fantastic. Phase three is what I'm calling private, and this is where we head off and get a private Swiss banking license. Now, this is the gold standard in banking, and what I love the most about the Swiss bankers is they won't tell any government anything, right, unless you have to be breaking the law in your own country and in Switzerland. Other than that, they don't care. They are not going to divulge you having it. What's going to be different with our Swiss bank license, guys, is you won't need $10 million, $50 million to come in. It is for everyday Australians to have that banking license, bank account with Switzerland. Does that make sense? And again, you don't have to change. It just gets connected to our platform. It's been a real exciting journey for this whole thing. Now, guys, we do have some partner programs as well. So we are looking for those that have another community, crypto. We've already got 5 really strong partnerships that's going to help us spread the word on what we do. But if you have we can actually do a partnership and we help you do profit shares and whatever so you don't have to go through the 12 months of, the bank shopping for a bank is fun, right? But once you've found one, do you think the paperwork's an absolute nightmare? Yeah, so you don't have to go through that whole pain. You can actually go, hey, we can do that. We also do affiliate programs as well. We want to share the love. There is profit share available and equity after a qualifying period as well. We don't need to own the whole thing, guys. This is something that we're building a really strong community about of like-minded people. And I think most of you in this room, you're pretty much halfway there, right? If you're starting to think about crypto and what do we do in that space. Make sense? Yeah? So guys, our next steps are pretty simple. It is launched, we are utilizing it right now, but we launch at this event, but in December. I'm not allowed to give a date because our project manager in the front has said I'm not allowed to in case we miss it by a day or two, okay? And that could be early as well. Everyone good? Yeah? So, when you join the wait list and you get an email, if you want more entries into the competition for your chance to win a Bitcoin, just email us this word, cinnamon. It is an inside joke, so don't bother trying to work out why do I want you to do that, but it's okay. So guys, I hope I've made enough. I've left about 5 minutes for questions. Has anyone got any questions around what we're doing at Private Pay? They'll just reply to the email, TMAT. No, where's it coming from? info@privatepay.app, yeah? info@privatepay.app. Join the wait list. We're pretty excited about it, guys. It's working extremely well. A couple of other features that I didn't mention was your debit card. So we've partnered with MasterCard, so you actually get to spend it and all that sort of stuff. There's no branding on the card and your name isn't on the card either. All right, again, we're keeping it extremely private. With, you can have virtual cards, you can literally use it for one purchase only, close the card down, move on. So we're making sure we're protecting every single step of the way. Non-incorporated entity. Yeah, so the way that we've done it, guys, is we all our IP and stuff is in the normal, in the public. The actual platform and everything that we have is in the private. We're actually operating as what we call a private member association. That's how we are. It's not a co-op, but it is completely legal. And it allows us to give us even more privacy. It allows us to have that protection for our members to keep them out for, I'm not going to say forever, but for enough time that they will give up if they want to do it. Yeah?
Thank you. So you go on a waiting list and you could have an account around mid-December.
Yeah, correct. Right now, we nearly got it done, guys, but out of everything that we have, it's the AUD bank account that we're missing right now. Like full disclosure, you can open up right now, but we have a US dollar account. You can open up every other currency but Aussie, but it's been 99.9% approved, and we're just waiting for that bloody final tick that we can go, yep, now we have Aussie dollar. But the real power of it is once it hits your bank account connected to our platform, you can buy crypto without having to explain yourself. Yeah, and I'm not going to mention the exchanges, but we're even having issues with exchanges. They won't even let you take your crypto when you finally get it there and send it over to a MetaMask or something else, right? Is that a fair comment?
Yes.
Yeah. And look, they're trying to fix it. They're doing their best that they can. But it's frustrating when you educate people enough to be able to utilize their money the way it is, and the exchanges just don't care and actually closing people down.
And you have a referral program as well.
Sorry?
You have a referral program.
You have a referral program and a partner program for those that are have networks and stuff, yeah.
So what you were saying about the crypto exchanges now stopping you from sending outside of your wallet to another wallet like MetaMask, that's because they're implementing the new changes that are coming into Australia under the regulatory framework from March. under the travel rule. So they have to identify every wallet coming that you're sending money out to as you're being the beneficial owner. So that's what's happening.
Yeah, and I think that's awesome, right? However, we've literally had exchanges where we've proven that it's our wallet, like literally proven that it's our wallet, with even with selfies and going, here's my wallet, and they're still closing them down. Like, why would they do that? That's insane. And their attitude on the phone is the one that probably pisses me off the most, because they're just arrogant sometimes. You go and you be polite, like there's no point getting angry with them, but then all of a sudden they treat you like a 3-year-old, and you go, mate, that's not the way to do business. Yeah, and so yeah, I want them to follow the rules, right? But what I'm excited about is the fact that it's given us a business, right? They've opened up this big opportunity to have the way to come in and go, guys, we've got a solution for Australia, fully compliant, fully legal, and this is how it works. This is how it should work. Is that a fair comment, guys? Right? Yeah. Sorry, there's one, yeah.
So will you be paying interest on deposits that people put in the bank?
No. The short answer is no. We, again, with the way that it's formed, we can add bits and to it. We are looking at frameworks, at staking, right? But again, did anyone hear John earlier, the one before? So informative, right? And it's like the way we're going to do our staking is fully compliant, right? The flow through and stuff, and it's all decentralized and what have you, so that we stay within the parameters of Australia. Yeah. But right at this now, we're looking at maybe Q3 next year. Yeah.
So does that mean you're not rehypothecating any of the money that's deposited?
Sorry, say that again.
Does that mean, like, you're not lending it out or anything?
We're not lending, no.
Yeah.
Look, again, guys, we believe that, one of my values is, I think consumer debt's one of the most evil things on the planet. So we are literally staying out of credit cards, personal loans, and all that sort of stuff. We'd rather empower you to become wealthy, financially free, and financially independent. Yeah? Guys, was that useful? Yeah? Again, we're here tomorrow. We've got an incredible, knowledgeable team. And if you want to know more, just, follow us. We're here to help, right? My time's up. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.